Hello, I'm Disaster Side Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion Wade Barrett, telling you not to try anything you see here tonight at home. You see, you kiddywinkles aren't as hard as me. I'm one hard bastard, me. I might as well be made out of hard plastic. I'm so tough.
Stop swearing.
What do you mean stop swearing? I'm speaking English the best way I know how to. I can't help it. I was born this way. My parents abandoned me in a cardboard box outside Preston Country Club. I came up the best I can, and I'll be damned if a little bastard like you is gonna talk to a hard man like me about the way I talk.
Guys, we're recording this promo, you know.
Oh, seriously, kids, don't try this at home, because you might end up doing it as a career and putting up with like this. You're taking up too much of my time, lads. This'll just have to do. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Disaster Side Wrestling Royal Rumble event. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, we are going to find out who out of 30 men is taking on our DSW champion Dolph Ziggler at the next pay-per-view, Wrestlefest. It looks like we're kicking things off tonight with a bit of Latino heat. He's asking for the love from the fans, and they are happy to give it to him. They brought roses just to throw into the ring when he comes out. And let's just see who is number 2. Oh, it's Dean Malenko, Guerrero's tag team partner from the Radicals. You'd almost think this wasn't randomised. Nice bit of respect at the start there with that handshake. And then the lock-up between the two men who know each other so well. They've probably wrestled thousands of times. Guerrero's taking control in this instance, and the takedown from Guerrero with that wrenched arm hold, but Malenko slinks out, and German suplex. And we are moments away from seeing who's coming in. Number 3, Malenko throws Guerrero into the corner and then stomps him in the corner. Number 3 is... oh, it's our first debutant of the evening. It is Bobby Roode from one of the developmental territories. Oh! And he hits Malenko hard with a dropkick to start things off. And then he goes straight for trying to eliminate Malenko, but Guerrero comes in with a save. And he tries to chop Roode, but Roode just puts him straight in the corner and then goes back after Malenko. Oh, and the roses in the face from Guerrero there. And then the chops in the corner on Bobby Roode. Roode goes for the arm drag, but Eddie Guerrero rolls through with an arm drag of his own. And then the two lock up again, standing up as number 4 comes in, who is John Morrison. An interesting character in the DSW scene. And a swift kick to the face of Bobby Roode before being quickly suplexed by Malenko, and Eddie Guerrero goes to the German suplex, but Malenko fights out and hits Guerrero with a suplex of his own, and then one to Bobby Roode. And then John Morrison's having none of it. He dropped toe holds Malenko into the ropes, and then a front flipping leg drop onto his back. Wow, very impressive action so far. And it's Sting! The next man in is Sting. I never thought we'd see him again in this business after a series of leg injuries, and John Morrison goes straight after him, kicking him in those legs, and now ends up in a very precarious position. Roode and Guerrero are about to eliminate him. Sting with a couple of clotheslines there, and then Roode goes after Sting, sacrifices, eliminating Morrison at a spinebuster Sting. And then Morrison kicks him in the face, maybe making him regret not eliminating him there, and then Malenko with that side waistlock suplex kind of thing. And here comes the cool guy, the bad guy, Scott Hall, whatever you want to call him. He is not the kind of guy you want to see in a match like this. He is, I guess Sting was our first returning superstar, Scott Hall's our second, and now Bobby Roode is going straight for him as well. Again, you have to go after the big guy. They don't come much bigger than Scott Hall as he rams Malenko into the corner, and then a big boot to Sting. Elbows to the face and then a kick to the gut. He is all over Sting in the corner right now. And the lights go out. And it's The Undertaker, and only Scott Hall is standing to take The Undertaker on. He even has to make an entrance at the DSW Royal Rumble. Eddie Guerrero rolls out the way. He's having nothing to do with The Undertaker, but Scott Hall is willing to take him on, and the two are exchanging fists. But The Undertaker says he's got no time for that, throws Hall in the corner, and then the gut shots, and then Irish whips him into the other end with Malenko. Then the gut shots come from Morrison. And a clothesline in the corner before the next man comes in. It's the Macho Man, it's Randy Savage. Here he comes. Undertaker straight clothesline to Savage and then tackles Sting in the corner. Malenko goes after Undertaker, but Undertaker's having none of it, scoops Malenko up and delivers a mistake. The snake eyes in the corner before the big boot. Malenko's eliminated. And then Undertaker goes after the second Radical with a chokeslam to Guerrero before locking up again with Scott Hall. Morrison and Rude battling it out again in the corner. Rude with a block, Morrison's going over the rope. Macho Man's got Sting in an awkward place. Undertaker's trying to get Scott Hall out, and here comes Sheamus. The Morrison's almost gone, but he gets the legs around Rude's head, maybe saving himself. And Sheamus goes after the Macho Man, and white noise on Randy Savage there before going over to Sting in the corner. Throws Sting over the ropes, but he's still in. He hits him with these chest shots he's known for. Sting falls down, Undertaker throws Sheamus straight out the ring, you can't believe it. Undertaker's eliminated Sheamus in mere seconds and then slaps Randy Savage down, and then a flying knee to Scott Hall in the corner before Triple H comes in. And is Triple H going to be the man who can slow Undertaker down as he chokeslams Sting outside the ring? I can't believe it. And Triple H locks it with Undertaker now. Throws Triple H into the ropes for the kick, and then that face buster to the face, but his clique partner Scott Hall goes after Triple H straight away. Randy Savage tries to go after the Undertaker, and the Undertaker takes him. None of it, eliminates Randy Savage right then and there. Clothesline to Eddie Guerrero. Shots to Bobby Roode in the face, and then a jumping knee to the chest before punching him down to the ground. Scott Hall going after the Undertaker. Now this action is so hard to call. John Morrison with a drop kick. Scott Hall tries to eliminate him. Kick for Hall, drop kick to Undertaker. Enshigiri for Triple H in the corner. In comes Steven Regal, by the way. He's gone straight after Bobby Roode, tangling him up in the corner with some... Oh, and then a shot to the face. And Triple H gets Steven Regal and the pedigree, but then a boot to the face from John Morrison. And Guerrero grabs Morrison and he suplexes him, using those ropes as leverage. Here comes Raven. And Scott Hall with a razor's edge on Eddie Guerrero back in the ring, and Raven bringing in some weapons. Scott Hall eliminates Steven Regal, and then, oh my god, clotheslines Raven down as he's holding the chair. Rude goes after Raven, but Raven gets up, hits him with a chair, and then Morrison drop kicks the chair into his face. Triple H is trying to eliminate Undertaker. Raven eliminated by John Morrison there, and then goes after Guerrero. Undertaker takes control in the other corner, shots to Triple H, and then a chair shot. Is he going out? Here comes Ken Shamrock. Grabs the sign, kick to Morrison's gut, and then he hits him with a sign, but he goes through the ropes. Chair shot to Guerrero, and then one to his head, and one to Rude's head as well. And then Shamrock turns his attention to the Undertaker. 2 chair shots, and he's knocked Undertaker into the ropes, so that's about it. Chest shots, and then a kick to the face for Triple H in the corner. Shamrock still back up. He goes after Rude next. Undertaker has grabbed Eddie Guerrero by the throat and tries to choke him out, but Guerrero with the low blow, and then Rude in a dangerous position there. Alex Shelley comes in, grabs him, air raid crash on John Morrison. Oh my god, I can't keep up with this action. Scott Hall with the spine buster to Ken Shamrock, Triple H with a spine buster to Scott Hall, and Alex Shelley finally makes it into the ring. He's going after Bobby Roode. Undertaker throws Guerrero to the ground before Triple H comes back to fight him once again. And then Ken Shamrock with that German suplex to Alex Shelley. And then a jumping back elbow to Bobby Roode before spinning heel, kicking him out the ring. And here comes D'Lo Brown. There's another debutant. We've never had D'Lo Brown in this business before. And he's going straight after Alex Shelley in the corner. Eddie Guerrero picks up the chair. And it's Shamrock who takes it to the face, and then Scott Hall takes it to the back. D'Lo Brown with a clothesline on Guerrero, and then goes after Shamrock. And he puts him into the corner, but Shamrock's not having it, turns it around. Shoulder tackling him in the corner, and here comes Kane. He throws Morrison into the side of the ring. He grabs Alex Shelley and pulls him out through the rope and landed on that steel chair. Triple H ramming Undertaker's face in the corner, and Kane goes straight after Triple H and rams him into the corner. Shamrock still working over D'Lo Brown in the corner. Throws Shamrock in the same corner, elbow to the face, choke, punch, and then Triple H comes in and joins that corner as well. Kane now going after his brother with that uppercut. And here comes the Brian Kendrick from the Fake Revolution, goes over the top corner. Kane catches him last ride. Straight on Brian Kendrick there. Undertaker blocks the blows, takes it to Kane, puts him in the corner, shots to the gut, and Kane kicks his way out. Scott Hall goes after Brian Kendrick, who's not having it. Sliced bread number 2, and then Ken Shamrock grabs him with a German suplex. D'Lo Brown now all over Triple H. Kane going after Ken Shamrock and knocks him off the ring apron with a stiff blow. Then Kane comes in to clothesline those guys against the ring. Alex Shelley slides back in. Here comes Jericho. Code breaker on Kane. And now Guerrero's going after Brian Kendrick with a kind of DDT overthrow. Undertaker choking out Chris Jericho in the corner. Eddie Guerrero clotheslines D'Lo Brown over, but Brown rolls back in. Scott Hall's going after Kane, but Kane's not going to let him get out that easily. Morrison comes back in, but gets hit by Undertaker straight away. And then Undertaker goes back to working over Jericho in the corner. D'Lo Brown and Guerrero are back at it again. And here comes Kofi Kingston. And the leg drop over, the guillotine leg drop over Scott Hall as he comes in. And now Brian Kendrick and Eddie Guerrero. Double elimination on D'Lo Brown. And the DDT out of the corner from Chris Jericho. Kane and Scott Hall are going at it again. Eddie Guerrero and Triple H in the corner. Chris Jericho gets involved. John Morrison's going straight after Kofi Kingston. And a kick to the gut of Kofi Kingston, looking for an early elimination. Alex Shelley trying to get rid of Brian Kendrick. Kane going at Scott Hall. Undertaker's back up, and Brock Lesnar is the next man into the DSW Royal Rumble. And oh my god, he pulls Kofi Kingston out of the ring by his head. And then rams Scott Hall in the corner. Clothesline to John Morrison. Punch to the back of Alex Shelley's head. Brian Kendrick straight out. Helps to eliminate Triple H. Eddie Guerrero straight after him. Throws Jericho out. German suplex on Undertaker. Second German suplex on Undertaker. Throws Alex Shelley out of the ring. And now Undertaker F5 straight out of the ring. And here comes Kevin Nash. And then Kane puts Brock Lesnar out of the ring. And then goes after Scott Hall again. Ramming him into the corner just as his tag team partner Kevin Nash enters. Kevin Nash goes straight after Kane. Wow, the ring just cleared in like 10 seconds. Like 5 dudes went out. John Morrison takes Scott Hall down. Kane takes Kevin Nash down with that clothesline. Kane picks up John Morrison and throws him at Scott Hall, knocking him out of the ring, but Morrison manages to grab onto the ring. And who's next? Farouk! Farouk! We've been trying to sign this man for a literal decade, and he's finally here making his debut. Takes down Kane, shots to the face, and then Nash goes after him. And then Farouk just takes it straight to him as well, and takes him straight down. Now he goes after Morrison. Morrison doesn't have any of it. That wrist lock, and then jumps over his back, and then a Hurricane Rana to Farouk across the ring. Unbelievable. And then he tries to kick Morrison, but Kane catches him and enchigiris him himself. Kane with the enchigiri, and here comes Kamala, the Ugandan giant. And Kane goes straight after him. Shots to the face, and then an elbow in the corner, and then puts him against the ropes, choking him against the ropes. Then Kamala fights out, and then he comes out with those overhand shots. Kane with an underhand uppercut of his own. Here comes Farouk punching Nash in the corner, and then Farouk shoulder tackles Kane in the ropes, and then a stiff shot for Kane's head. He's going after him, but Kane with the uppercut, and then Nash, and then another enchigiri from Kane. And here comes Steve Austin. Oh my god, here's my pick to win it. Steve Austin with a stunner on Kane, and then he goes after Kamala. Stunner on Kamala. Kamala's up against the ropes, clothesline him straight out. And Steve Austin goes after Nash, duck the blow, stunner on Nash. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable action right now. He goes after John Morrison, stomp. Luthez press on Farouk. He's just raining down the pain on Farouk's face. And now it's The Rock. The Rock comes in closely after Austin. These two obviously having their one of the greatest rivalries in the history of this sport. It looks like Austin's clearing the ring to square up with The Rock, who's taking his sweet time to get in the ring, admittedly. He comes in, the two stare down, the two square up, and they're off, exchanging blows. The Rock changes hands, The Rock ducks it, rock bottom on Steve Austin. Unbelievable action. And now here comes Lex Luger, one of the classic superstars, who slides into the ring, clothesline The Rock down, and goes straight after Nash. But The Rock straight back up, blows to Luger's face, and then Luger returns the favour. And then The Rock shoots back again. And hang on, there's a double team here from the Nation of Domination. And then they go their separate ways again. Farouk going after Kevin Nash, The Rock going straight after Kane. Goes Rock style, blows in the corner, and then Steve Austin comes in with a stunner. Pays The Rock back. And now here's one of our homegrown talents, Benjamin Matthews. Now he's worked with a number of men in this ring, including Steve Austin. Are they gonna... No! Steve Austin stuns Matthews. Unbelievable. And then Kane goes to clothesline. Austin misses John Morrison with the enchigiri, and then Austin comes up behind and eliminates John Morrison, which is Matthews, his tag team partner. The Rock's going at Matthews now. Nash and Farouk still brawling in the corner. Kane comes in with a clothesline, assists eliminating Nash. And here comes Big E, and he ducks that blow from Kane. Belly to belly. belly to belly on Farouk. Couple of press ups. And then here comes Luger and just throws Big E out the ring with pure strength. Big E can't believe it. What the hell is this? Big E's gone. He's got Luger's jacket. What's this? Belly to belly on Luger's jacket, and then Kane eliminates Luger. And then Austin comes out, blows to Kane, and now he's trying to eliminate Kane. The Rock's still working over Matthews in the corner there. And here comes the Ultimate Warrior. What a pick. What a number he's picked. And then the body slam on the Rock. Clothesline to Steve Austin. Clothesline to Kane. Goes off the ropes. Clothesline to Farouk. And then Matthews goes straight at him with the uppercut. Ultimate Warrior forces him into the corner, picks him up, body slam on Matthews. Here comes Kane. Choke slam on the Ultimate Warrior. This is ridiculous. Farouk with the shots to Kane's face and a spinning clothesline takes him down. Matthews with the decimator to Steve Austin. Unbelievable. And he's number 30, Tito Santana. We're finishing this off with Tito Santana. And he comes in the ring, Kane with the uppercut. Ultimate Warrior comes back with an uppercut of his own, clothesline as well. Tito Santana with a drop kick to Ultimate Warrior. Irish whips him into the corner, blows in the corner. That sounds dirty. Kicks to the gut, knocks him down. Here comes Farouk. He's got Santana. What's this? Fall down, power slam. You've got to assume he was going for Dominator there. And then The Rock and Farouk and Kane in the corner eliminate Ultimate Warrior. And Kane goes after Farouk, but The Rock gets him. And now Kane grabs The Rock, the sidewalk slam. Farouk goes after Kane. And that's a dangerous move. Let's just go. Farouk eliminated. Benjamin Matthews throws out Tito Santana. Spinning kick to Kane's gut and then a drop kick. And now we are down to our final four. Steve Austin, The Rock, Kane and the homegrown talent Benjamin Matthews, who could be on the way out. He gets stunned again by Austin and he's gone. And now The Rock has Kane on the ropes or vice versa. Austin with the assist and Kane's gone. It's Austin and The Rock, as it always has been. And The Rock with the rock bottom. Again, the second rock bottom of the match to Steve Austin. And now he grabs him by the leg, spins him around, put him in the center of the ring. He's thinking People's Elbow. He's thinking Royal Rumble People's Elbow. Here we go. Austin gets up. Stunner on The Rock. Oh my god. The stunner on The Rock. And Austin and The Rock are just going on fumes. Austin tries to eliminate The Rock. They exchange blows again. Austin with the rock bomb on The Rock. Unbelievable. And now The Rock eliminated by Austin. Austin wins it. It's going to be Austin and Dolph Ziggler at Wrestlefest. Your winner is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, I can't believe it. What a match that was.